All right, guys. Last week, you planted some seeds to put by the window. You planted some seeds to put in the closet. Well, after we planted the seeds, the job was to predict what was going to happen. So, here's the word. Predict. What does predict mean? Predict means to think really, really hard about what you think is gonna happen. And another science word is observe. Observe. Observe means watch really, really close about what does happen. So, to show you what these two words mean, predict and observe, we're going to play a game called sink or float. These guys here came to help me out today to play this game with you. So, what we have is some water. And what we have is some things, some items. So, the first one I'll make easy for you guys. Oh, what you can do on your whiteboard is, when we're saying making predictions, you can write an F for float. And if you think the item is going to sink, you write an S. And then after we observe what happens, then we'll find out if your prediction is correct. All right, this is how you play the game. We'll start with something easy. Here's a little green boat. You guys are gonna predict right now if you think this little boat is gonna sink or if it's gonna float. Let's see. And what did you guys all predict?
I think it's gonna float.
I think it's gonna sink.
I also think it's gonna float.
Here we go. The little green boat did float. All right, let's find something else. I found a little table from the kitchen station. Do you think, make your prediction now, do you think this little table is going to sink? Or do you think this little table is going to float? These guys are writing their predictions now, and now we're ready to observe. Let's see what this little table does. So if you predicted sink, then your prediction is correct. We'll do one more. Get ready to predict if this glue stick. Do you think? Elijah says put an F down. He thinks it's going to float. Thin Dog thinks it's going to float. Let's find out. Liam thinks it's going to sink. Let's see who's correct on their prediction. Observe. Glue sticks do floats. All right. Oh, I got one. I got a good one. Just a minute. Let's find out if this big piece of chalk will sink or will this big piece of chalk float. These guys are writing down their predictions. Here we go. It started floating, but then it sank. So, a couple of you had the correct predictions, a couple of you didn't. Make sure you watch the rest of this show. And we'll talk to you guys later.